Okay, and we're live. All right, it is Friday, August 16th at 5:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and we're here just outside Point Pleasant. Quick announcement, I've finished covering all of the first season of the Fallout show, so I'm now back to doing normal lore videos. The video on Point Pleasant should be ready by Monday. I'm hoping to record the audio tomorrow afternoon, and at that point I'll then assemble the video and we'll be good to go. This, if you haven't seen it before, this is a remake of a video I made just about 5 years ago next month. So it's going to be updated to my current style of video, where I do the lore I do the history of out of order, to where I do Fallout history, then real history if you're interested, and then notes on things. I generally know a lot. Well, there are some people that are interested in the real world history, like I am. There's a lot of people that aren't. So I'm gonna also put in like a little time code where it's like, hey, if you don't want to watch the real world history stuff, you can skip ahead to minute number 12 or something like that. So anyway, why don't we go ahead and get back to Skyline Valley, where we were last time. Just exploring some of the secondary sites. We had just found the Assassin's Perch atop this oil well, and we were heading east. If you missed it in previous streams, I went along with Hugo Stoltz and basically made him the puppet master of all of the Lost, or at the very least all the Lost within Vault 63. I'm definitely going to do that content again, where I'm going up against him instead, but I'll just say that, like, while I think it's definitely interesting material, at least so far, and I'm assuming that they might add some more stuff later, I'm slightly disappointed with Vault 63, just because of the way it's presented versus what we actually get to explore. Specifically, like, it's supposed to run all the way from here down to here, and then there's even like little bits out here. But we get to explore such little parts of it. I don't know. I guess I was just hoping to see more of the interior of this place. And then also, like, the fact that they use the weather machine the way they do, it's interesting, but at the same time, I've been wanting to have, like, an actual usable weather machine in the game for a long time. Lead deposit, for people looking to start a little lead farm just here east of Big Meadows gas well. Oh, got turkeys after me, you know, thrashers. I just wanted to see more of the interior. I mean, they talk about there's like a tram system in there and stuff like that. So again, hopefully, maybe at some point in the future we'll see more of it. But at the moment, while it was interesting, I was somewhat disappointed with what we got. So, man, oh man. Skyline Valley, though, has been beautiful. I did a little bit more look into, like, very like cursory look into the Shenandoah National Park, which is a real park, and Rapidan Camp, which is a real location. And just so you know, Rapidan Camp, while in the Fallout universe it was still a retreat for the presidents, in the real world it's open to the public. What is that over there? The mole. What is he up to? What? Oh, yeah, I've encountered this guy before. From a distance, I thought he had a pumpkin on his head. But no, it's the, like, the mole head, mascot head, with a ranger hat on top of it. I think he's hostile? Let's see. Was he the one that was making the mole miner noises just now? Is he actually hostile and he just doesn't know where I am? Okay, yeah. Alright. I think I hear ticks after me. Easily my least favorite enemy in the game, just because they're so creepy looking. Okay, let's see. Where does this go south? I'd like to see what the dead end of this road is. I'm assuming it's going to be... It could just be an invisible wall, but I'm assuming it's potentially going to be like a tunnel entrance that's collapsed, or like a pass that's fallen down or something like that. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, so we are definitely in Virginia, by the way, which, if you weren't aware, Virginia actually was already in the game. Specifically, the Robco Research Center is a site that has its address in Virginia, so just something to keep in mind there. 1 second. Just making sure of something real quick. Okay, good. Alright. Okay, let's keep on heading down this road. Hope y'all are having a good week. It's been good to get back to normal lore videos. Oh, getting a call from someone I don't know. They can leave a message. What do we have here? Looks like an old rest stop with a couple of phones. Oh, okay. Yeah, collapsed tunnel. That's what I was kind of expecting. Okay. Well, is there an invisible wall behind it, though? Let's actually check on that, because there is a way to climb this thing, so let's find out where exactly this... how far south we can actually go before it considers it to be too far. I'm actually kind of surprised we've gotten this far. Is that going to be... no. Sometimes there's like a little fence that runs along the edge of the world. Something that you could easily jump over even without marsupial. But it won't let you pass. There it is. Yep. Cannot go that way. Well, I just did, apparently. Or did I not? Did I think I did? Hold up. Okay, no. I'm past the fence, but that's as far as I can go. Okay. Let's see. Next spot. Well, I am off the edge of the map now. Let's head to the slumber mill. Okay. I doubt we're going to find much on the way, but if you're unaware from past streams, I'm playing on a Fallout world, which is why I have all of the fast travel points unlocked, even if I haven't been to the sites before. And rather than just fast traveling to them, I'm crossing the countryside, see what we find in between. It's only really by doing this cross-country trekking that you find random encounters and things like that, so it's a valuable experience. Let's see. Alright, I think I saw some footage the other day of someone driving a vehicle around in Starfield. Basically, information on the new patch, and if what I saw was accurate, it looked excellent, because it was very fast. And as someone who has explored every single planet in the settled systems, I would definitely appreciate something to get us around faster. Okay. Alright. Let's check out this little island in the middle of the river first. If it's actually there. It is. We got anything here? This would be like an ideal spot for... ooh, what's this? What the hell? I was gonna say it's like an ideal spot for like a treasure map spot, but what is this? Huh. Bulletproof? It's gotta be something related to an event, right? What is this? Is this a supply drop? Looks like it's a supply drop. Okay. I've got to wonder if these Lost are supposed to be under the control of Hugo Schultz. I don't think so. I think that they... inaccessible. Okay. I think that they wouldn't put them all actually under his control, otherwise that would take away like half the enemies in this new biome they've added. That would be literally the only actual benefit of giving Stoltz his Puppet Master ability. Because, I mean, like, it would be a very good benefit for you, in that you wouldn't have to fight these things. But obviously it would still be horrible for everybody involved other than Hugo Schultz, who gets his weird little menagerie of family that doesn't argue with him ever. What do we got here? Oh, that thing is so creepy. That must be the Fallout universe version of Smokey the Bear. Or Smokey Bear, as I learned his actual name was the other day. It was some anniversary of Smokey Bear's creation. And Smokey the Bear is what people call him, but his name was actually Smokey Bear. And it looks like he also was Woodsy Owl at the same time. Put trash in its place. I don't know if this was supposed to be a friendly mascot or literally just a creepy one, because it's fairly creepy. Okay. Dumpsters. That's odd. Only because those dumpsters are typically picked up by trash trucks, and how would you actually get to them? Hey, Nils Elmquist. Welcome, sorry, Nils Elmquist, if I mispronounced that, sorry. Most. I don't know. Hope you have a good weekend too, Nils. Honestly, I think that Fallout 76 has some of the most interesting lore of any of the games. All of them have very interesting stuff. I think I kind of fell in love with Fallout 76's first. Like I've played I played the original Fallouts right before Fallout 3 released and did not beat them at that time. I then played Fallout 3 and then the games as they came out. But I really only started getting deeply into the lore when 76 came out, and I kept finding all these notes and holotapes and terminal entries and things like that. I've kept piecing together this enormous story that they had put into the game, but that was not readily accessible. And I kind of fell in love with that kind of story and felt that I had to tell it, which is why this channel exists. And then I expanded out from there into the other Fallouts. Let me take a look at this real quick. Supply run. I need you to go to the Red Rocket gas station and bring back whatever's in the supply crate. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care who else might want it. I don't care if God himself is going to throw down a lightning bolt to open it up. Don't come back empty-handed or let me down. Your lives depend on it. Okay, so they're talking about this supply crate. So people have not been able to get into it. I mean, it's a neat concept, but I don't know how long the smoke is going to last. Anyway, but yeah, I also have enjoyed basically learning about the different outposts in the Mojave that the NCRs tried to set up. I've enjoyed learning about the stuff in the Commonwealth. I will say, I feel like, okay, there's definitely areas of the Commonwealth where they leaned into the real-world history of the stuff there. Specifically things like Salem, the Freedom Trail, stuff like that. But there's so many places where it feels like they could have gone deeper. I'll just say that. Because it's the oldest part of the country, really. I mean, other than Virginia, Massachusetts is the oldest part of the country, and it feels like they kind of, a little bit, dropped the ball there. Now, I think that Fallout 4 is great in many ways. Especially the combat is significantly better than you'll find in previous Fallouts. And a lot of the lore they put in there is good. Again, I feel like they could have gone a bit deeper into some of this stuff. Anyway, let's see. And some of it is actually like really minor references that like you really have to look into or live in the region to know. And it could just simply be the case that I'm not seeing a lot of the stuff yet. But places where I have looked into things, like Saugus, for example, was the site of one of the first what's it called? Foundries in the colonies. And that's also where you find the Saugus Ironworks in Fallout 4. It's like one of the only functional foundries. And what the hell? Okay, we've got a van with a couple of dead Assaultrons. Inside we've got a beheaded what's it, Robo-Brain, and a brain in a jar from a Robo-Brain. I don't know. But in terms of like factions, definitely the Free States in Fallout 76 are one of the most interesting factions. But I also, there's a part of me that just loves the NCR because I love the concept of America basically coming back after it's completely and utterly destroyed. And not coming back in exactly the same form, and especially not in the exact same form in terms of the Fallout universe, although it does drift that way, basically if you don't know what I'm talking about. And some of this stuff, I've always got to worry that I'm drifting into non-canonical lore that could be coming from the Fallout Bible. But basically, like President Tandy keeps land ownership small, during her reign as president, which is a ridiculously long time. I don't even remember exactly how long she was president. But after she dies and a new president comes in, I think it was Kimball. It may have been a predecessor to Kimball. I think it's probably a predecessor to Kimball. Although it may have been Kimball that did this. He makes it so that basically people can own as much land as they want. Is this going to shoot at me? Oh, it's broken. Is this another entrance to Vault 63? What the hell? Anyway, he makes it so that land ownership can go big again, and so you start getting Brahmin barons, and so it's like the small landowner starts to get dispossessed, and so you start going back towards the same thing where it's now the Brahmin barons that are effectively buying, what's it called, favor in Shady Sands. And so it's like we're repeating the whole process where the America drifts fascist in the Fallout universe, and they're doing it in the NCR as well. Of course, we don't really know how much of the NCR is left after the Fallout TV show. If you didn't watch my review, which it was an hour and 20 minutes long, so I get it, you probably have other things to do. But in my review, I talk about how there are two spots that indicate potentially that the NCR is just gone, or at least largely gone. Both in terms of Maximus, Lucy asks him, it's like, what's happened since the bombs fell 210 years ago? Well, she actually says 200 years ago. And he says, what are you talking about? The bombs fell when I was a kid. And he says bombs, plural. And then along with that, there's Todd Howard, who did an interview after the whole Vault 4 2277, the Fall of Shady Sands debacle. And he said, no, the bombs fall shortly after Fallout New Vegas. And it's, again, bombs. And we only see one crater in Shady Sands, so that indicates to me that... is that going to be another instance of... let's pick it up and see. Sorry, I wanted to see if the mole was on it. Nope. But it's another instance where it could well be the case that the Enclave or... Vault-Tec, or both of them working together, ended up actually destroying most of the NCR. Public shaming. We are in a wasteland, and you've spent your time writing this on a wall. Get a life. Signed, Lewis. I wish whoever wrote this was not real. Signed, Becky. Why do people like this survive? Signed, Robert. I bet you think writing nothing is real makes you deep and interesting. It just makes you look like an idiot to the rest of us. Signed, Tasha. 50 caps for anyone who can find and kill this person. Signed, Laura. Good lord. I will say that sometimes when you, like, in Fallout, when you find people have, like, written stuff on the walls, it's like, who's doing this? Oh, they've got another one of the Sunday Brothers entrances to the underground here. If you are wondering if you've seen this sort of descent right here before, you have. It is all the way up here at the Sunday Brothers cabin. They had their own hidden basement shelter. But anyway, yeah, we were just down here a second ago when I was talking. Is this an event that I just haven't experienced? Is this maybe something related to, like, not helping Hugo Stoltz? I don't know. It's very interesting, though, because it's definitely something Vault-related, and I assume it's Vault 63, given its location. Anyway. Okay. I think we're done down here. That is not the only place, by the way, that the Nothing is Real pops up. Let's see. See, one thing I will say that annoys me a little bit about the way that Bethesda does environmental storytelling is you see this guy on the toilet here, and you don't know if this skeleton has been here since before the war or not, or like since the war, I should say, or not. And, okay, I'll say this. You see that skeleton, you assume it's been there since the war. But then you never know if that means whether or not somebody has been occupying the building since then. Because there are plenty of instances where you'll find, like, skeletons and corpses and things like that in spots where people are living. And I'm not talking like raiders, where they will literally just put in, have heads on pikes and stuff. What the hell? Debt collection. Martin Hackford, have the money plus the interest you borrowed from us by tonight. Final warning, your wife and kid are counting on you to do the right thing. Don't disappoint us. We know where you are. Regards, W. Ooh. Oh my. Slumber Mill Motel Poker Tournament? Oh no. All participants must be 21 or older. Customers who become bankrupt are liable for their own situation. Customers must wear pants while in the casino premises? What? More TNC. Terms and conditions can be found at the casino. So this place was a casino. What was the note about having to wear pants while in the casino? Was that a concern? What? I'm very confused. Was this a crime? Okay, this must have been a crime scene. Okay. Piecing it together a little bit here. This happened, that guy ended up in debt from his gambling. For a minute I thought he was like coming and doing the gambling because he was hoping to get rid of the debt, and which is just a terrible idea. But no, it seems like he probably went into debt because of the gambling here. And then they had the crime scene investigation taking place when the bombs came down, probably. Let's see. Dead park ranger. A lot of dead park rangers. Only one living one. And again, because in Fallout 76 you find corpses that have been lying around for 6 years, you never know if that guy's been dead a while or a week or two. Okay, I have been to Vegas. Welcome to the stream, Chris. Some people need to be told certain things, pants and I have been to Vegas, although I will grant you I'm not a fan of gambling, so I did not spend much time on the floor. I stayed at the Excalibur. Went over to the Luxor for a while, but anyway, let's see here. Yeah, it's one of those things. I've been playing video games since I was like 5, so flashing lights and noises don't really do anything for me like it does for like the normal person, where it's like, oh, gotta keep doing this slot machine. Okay, logbook, October 2077. Fred Damster, Martin Hackford, Jenny Crotch. Oh, what a terrible name. Okay, okay. Leo Limwell and Stella Prince, Tom Neiman and Judy Sutterton, Kyle Walsher and Sophia Walsher, Lauren Samuel. I'm seeing if there's any names here I recognize. Michael Witter and Robot Companion, James Porterak and Kathy Porterak, Robbie Liverston, Tom Neiman and Karen Neiman again. Didn't we see them before? October 1st. Yeah, October 17th as well. No, wait. Oh! Uh-oh. What are you up to, Tom? Okay, complaint log. Complaint 372. Dear Slumber Mill, last night while I was fast asleep, I was rudely awakened by a noise resembling gunfire. It was so loud you could be mistaken for thinking it had been fired right next to you. You need to call the park rangers to keep an eye out for people who could be illegally hunting near the motel at night. Otherwise, you'll have many more people complaining of bad night's sleeps. Oof. Would it be bad night's sleep? I don't know. Complaint 369. Dear Slumber Mill Motel, I am looking for compensation from the company due to an incident that occurred whilst staying at your motel. A wild bird entered our room via a poorly fitted ventilation shaft and made a nest in my wig collection. Due to the bird's protective status in the park, I was informed by the park ranger I am unable to move it under the threat of a fine. These wigs cost me a fortune and I expect to be compensated for them. Okay. Yeah, the house always wins. Yeah. Company news. Dear employees, I'm writing today regarding some fantastic news. The Slumber Mill has been sold to an anonymous buyer. As of February 25th, 2075, all employee contracts are terminated and will be replaced by the new owner's robot staff. Fantastic news. I'm not sure about that. In more positive news, the new owners have made a generous redundancy package that includes $75 worth of chips to spend at the motel casino, 2 free drinks at the Slumber Mill Motel bar, 1 free night at the Slumber Mill Motel. So you've lost your job, but don't worry. Here's $75 worth of free chips, a couple of drinks, and you can stay here for the night. Okay, February's full pay. Let's see if there was actually a date on that. As of February 25th. I don't know. As if, well, that's like 3 extra days. I don't know. Could well be that they were getting like the rest of the week's pay. I would like to personally thank all the staff for their hard work, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Signed, Slumber Mill Motel X owner, Kenneth Jacks. Incident log. Strip poker incident. Deceased guest. Title: Deceased guest in hotel room. Summary: during a routine morning room inspection, cleaners made a grim discovery of a guest found deceased in a chair with a large blood spatter on the wall. Immediate action was taken by the staff, who called the police. The guest, who participated in the casino's poker tournament, was last seen heading back to their room around 9 p.m. after being eliminated from the competition. Yeah, I've already seen some of that. While initial speculation from the staff and cleaners leads towards the possibility of suicide due to losing the tournament and his money, the police are exploring alternative scenarios. The investigation is ongoing, and the room is expected to be occupied by law enforcement for a minimum of 3 days. We are fully cooperating with the police, providing necessary staff details to aid in the investigation process. We have scheduled a carpet cleaning for next week. Like, literally, the guy was tied up, and there's a note that says, "We're coming for you." But yeah, definitely suicide. Voices under the ground floor. Oh, right, we found that. What? Oh, error. Okay. The case of the mannequin. Title: Bizarre checkout discovery. Summary: a female hotel guest checked in on Friday and departed on Sunday afternoon, spending the entirety of her 2-day stay confined to her room, only briefly leaving to fetch ice. Upon her checkout, the cleaning staff entered the room as scheduled and encountered an array of peculiar items left behind. A fully dressed mannequin decked out in ski gear was discovered lying in bed beneath a blanket. A note accompanying the scene stating, "Wrap up warm. Looks like ice tonight." A photograph was found featuring the mannequin in the shower, taken from an unusual angle through the door frame. In response to all this, the cleaning team was instructed to conduct a deep cleaning of the room, disposing of the remaining items around the back. The nature of the discovery has left all of us curious as to what might have happened here, but a collective decision was made not to delve into the mysteries surrounding the guests' choices due to fear of what we might find. Strip poker incident. Title: Strip poker incident. Short summary: a guest tried to start an impromptu strip poker game at the casino. One of the guests had been day drinking from 9 a.m. at the bar before making their way over to the casino at 6 p.m. They then proceeded to drink for another hour, 7 p.m., while playing poker. The guest, drunk and bored, decided to spice things up, these were his own words, by starting an impromptu strip poker game which no one else agreed to. He then proceeded to go all in at the start of the round, with the cards of 2 of clubs and a jack of spades, to purposefully lose. He then exclaimed, "All in must mean all off," and he tried to undress himself in the middle of the casino. Luckily, he had got stuck with his shirt over his head before being tackled by security. Police were soon called and the guest was arrested. That's great. Oh, man. I'm glad that when they brought NPCs into the game, they didn't stop. They didn't. Wait. Yes, okay, they didn't stop. Sorry, the double negative there. Didn't stop putting in stuff like that. Wait, do we have actual notes here? Let's see. No, doesn't look like... Oh, no, that's from that. Okay. I was hoping maybe... Where is this casino, though, exactly? I assume that's the pool house. But, let's see. Should be, like, pumping equipment and stuff in there. I would assume, at least, that's what that's supposed to be. Is it gonna be over here, maybe? Is this... That's the bar. Poker tournament. Okay. No pre-war cash? Feels like a missed opportunity. Okay, we got a bobblehead for endurance in there. Can we... Yep. What do we got? Oh, pre-war money in that. And some chips. I'll take that bobblehead. Some slot machines. Is gambling legal in Virginia? I don't think it is. Which would be an indication that it is in the Fallout universe. Which wouldn't be the first time that we've actually seen gambling laws be different in the Fallout universe. For example, in the real world, Nevada does not have a state lottery, but in the Fallout universe they do. Let's see. Wait, is that's it? That's the casino floor? That's it. That's kind of pathetic. There's almost more room in the lobby. Alright. I guess that's it. Okay, Red Rocket Station, we investigated already. Just Google. Okay, so it is legal in Virginia. Okay. I know it's legal in West Virginia, but what are we doing over here? Oop. More lost. Okay, what's next on the map? Let's see. South River Bridge and Camp Liberty. Not fast traveling. Just want to move the map marker. There we go. Who's shooting at me? You are. Okay. Okay. Definitely interesting. The fact that that stays. It's one of those things, it's kind of a mixed bag, because there's part of me that wants that to disappear once you finish the main quest through this area. But there's another part that it's just so interesting that I also don't want to see it go away, you know? Okay. I think this is the start up to that trading post, isn't it? Yeah. Or... that's awfully far off for that. But yeah, I think that is actually it. Okay. Wow. Psycho, Psycho, Daddy-O. 308 rounds, 9 of them... actually, no, more than that. 12 of them in a short hunting rifle. Is that a Kim box? Okay, first aid kit, technically speaking. Alright. Let's keep on moving. Is this the... no. Is it, actually? I think it might be. I'm wondering if that's the proper road. I don't think... it's hard to tell. I think it might be. Good lord, there's a lot of ants. How many ants are there? They're all dead now, but, okay. Nearby corpses. 8. 8 ants. If I had any intention of cooking that meat, I would have grabbed it, but I'm not just going to do that. Okay. What do we got here? Another animal control box. Yeah, another creepy image of the mole. I think... oh! Liberators! Chinese influence here. Okay, let's see what we find down here. Because we have an actual Chinese communist flag here. And a bus that says leave. Okay. Lunch boxes. Okay, I'll take a look in that. Oh. This thing's full of bees. Oh, Lord. That's pretty awful. This looks like it was accidental, this bus ending up here. How, though, exactly? Oh! Giant honeybees. Honeycomb. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Wait, is this the right way? Okay, so that was the South River Bridge, and we're on our way to Camp Liberty. Okay, I get it. So I think this is another Pioneer Scouts camp. We did find, look at that. Warning against communism, but it's been burned. I think we're going to deal with some communists up here. Have I dealt with these bees now? Let's see. Honey, gold scrap. Excess adhesive. I don't know why I picked this stuff up anymore. Given that I'm playing in this Fallout world, I actually don't need resources. But, I don't know. Force of habit. Let's see. Keep out. Continuing the theme from the entrance. Are they still? Okay, now they've stopped. Okay. I thought there might have been more of them. Death to America, huh? I thought there might have been more of them because I kept hearing them talking. What the hell? Communists. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Those bulletin boards in the new zone has a treasure hunt for a camp item. Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. Oh, look at that! Morse code. Interesting. Oh. Communist attack dog. I love that the dog is apparently communist. At least that's what I'm taking from that. Okay. Camp recruitment drive. Recruitment drive to all patrol group units. We need more recruits to sustain healthy growth in this camp. It is imperative to the cause that and our continued success. The council have decided to set a target of 3 to 5 recruits brought back to the camp per week. This is a collective goal split between the entire patrol team. Best of luck, comrades. Signed, the council. Forever we will stand for the greater good. Damn red bastards. Okay. Let's see. Stony Man Lookout Assault. Your camp needs you. We need trained volunteers to join the assault on Stony Man Lookout. So far we have a strong unit, but believe a handful of extra personnel will increase our odds of victory. The assault has major importance for the camp, as we look to grow and create more of a foothold in the region. If you are interested, come to the main hall in the center of camp, signed to the council. Forever we will stand for the greater good. Okay, I assume that this might be what you're talking about here, although the Morse code here looks degraded. And one of them seems to have shot the bulletin, so it's difficult to read this thing as it is. Let's see if we can maybe decipher this regardless. I mean, this thing really could have been better. This is not what you're talking about. Okay, well, still. Looks like dot, which is I think that's E, but I can't remember. Let me open up Morse code on my phone, given that this thing's damaged. The Morse poster is the same. Okay, one second. Morse code. There we have it. Okay. Yes, dot is E. A. Dash is T. Eat. 2 dashes is M. A. M. Eat mama? Is that... dash dot dot is D. 3 dashes is O. D-O. D-O-L. That can't. D-O-L-C? E. Oh, eat Mama Dolces. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, that makes sense that this right outside this camp that's full of communists. Mama Dolces was a communist front.
Who's there?
Oh. Look at that. How could... Okay, is this seriously pre-war? How could they possibly have gotten away with putting that on the totem pole? Jeez Louise. Okay, let's take a look around these, see what these commies are up to. Alright. So we got a Brahmin pin, with a dead Brahmin. Looks like it's a rotting Brahmin. It is. Some wild carrot flowers. Small crop field with some potatoes, some silt beans, and some corn. Little, I don't abide communist in my town. Let's see here. Got a little deck. Okay. Nah, not too much to see here. I see you there, Communist Commander. Was he wearing power armor? Must have stolen it. Looks like T-45, and it's a she. Damn commies. Aren't keen to just steal intellectual property, they gotta take actual property. Okay, what do we got here? BO2? Is I think what that said? BO1? Okay. I wonder if these are old pioneer scouts that have become communists since the war. Let's see. Like if they were out here camping at the time of the bombs and they just hunkered down. Of course, you look at the cabins. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good week. But if you look at these cabins, they're roughly the same construction as the cabins at Camp Venture, and they are not doing. Those cabins are not doing nearly as well. Sounded like Fox News. I will fight commies everywhere. Just like McBain, I gotta fight the commie Nazis. Okay, what do I got here? Council member terminal. Stony Man Tower notes. Today I found myself contemplating an important matter brought up by another council member. Where should we commence expanding our territory? I had thought about this for a while, and in my assessment, the logical starting point should be Stony Man Lookout. In recent weeks, we've faced persistent attempts by the moronic mutants to breach our camp's defenses. This proposed assault would serve a dual purpose, eliminating a looming threat while securing a valuable vantage point in close proximity to our camp. Sounds like a good idea. The next step will involve presenting this concept to the council for their consideration. If it gains their approval, I will proceed with the task of assembling a dedicated unit to carry out this endeavor. The success of this mission could mark a significant step in our pursuit of dominance in the region. Brown House notes. As I examined the paper map earlier today, my eyes were drawn to the Brown House. This sparked a memory from my pioneer days. It dawned on me that this location was once the President's holiday retreat in the park. An idea occurred to me that we should consider dispatching a scouting party to thoroughly explore it. I hope that we might uncover remnants of documents alluding to the presence of government facilities, technology elsewhere in Appalachia or D.C. Should this prove true, the potential is there for us to discover intel and facilities to securing advanced technology, thereby securing our safety and dominance for years to come. And we need to see what the other council members think first, though. Okay, encrypted notes. I wonder if we can get a decryption key for this, perhaps? What do we have here? Operation Sleeping Giant. Attention, let sleeping giants lie. Operation Sleeping Giant. Operation Sleeping Giant has been set up to investigate the effects of communist radicalization and brainwashing on children. We believe that the communist state could use this method and tactic to gain foothold in this country via creating sleeper cells. The goal of the operation is to test the potency of brainwashing along with the short-term and long-term effects it has on sleeper agents over 5 to 50 years. The test subjects will be controlled throughout the use of a trigger phrase, which will reactivate the brainwashed subject. The phrase is as follows: the sleeping giant awakes to find an unhappy world, accompanied with a loud bleep at the start and end. Okay. We have secured a camp located in the Shenandoah National Park where the experiment will take place away from the public eyes. There will be at least one agent on site at all times. Reports need to be sent back to headquarters on a monthly basis. So the commies were here. It looks like my suggestion that these might have been campers may have been actually right. Brainwashed. Although they looked like they were talking about sleeper agents more so than creating an actual, like, army camp here. But who knows? Let's see. We got more tents. Okay, what do we got? Ben's diary entry 2. Is there an entry 1 somewhere that we can read first? There probably is, but it's just a question of where it is. So let's just go ahead and read this. Camp Diary, October 24th, 2077, Sunday. Dear Diary, we made it to camp last night, a bit shaken up but in one piece. I was greeted in the front of the camp, in the front by camp counselors and some well-dressed men in suits. We explained the situation that transpired on the bus, as well as the large explosion we saw. 2 of the counselors were sent out to go help Mr. Mitchell, who was still on the bus, while the others explained to us that they thought the explosion was a nuclear blast. The well-dressed man left the camp shortly after we arrived due to losing contact with someone over the radio. The rest of us have been told to stay put and not leave the camp until help arrives. The counselors have been left in charge for the time being. Oh no, I read your notes before. I am currently sharing a tent with some kids from the other scout group who have been here for a couple of days now. They're acting very strange and talking about weird topics I don't like. I assume it might just be nerves, which is why some of them are acting odd, but some of the conversations they have freak me out. The camp counselors are putting it on a movie for all of us to watch before bedtime, so I'm going to end the diary here tonight. I do hope my family are safe and I get to see them soon. I'm wondering... So you're talking about there being additional messages. I'm wondering if there's one that I missed on the bus. Military ammo bag. Americans? I don't know about that. Unless they were commie Americans. Let's see. I do know that there was all kinds of brainwashing stuff that was going on at, what the hell is that site? Sugar Grove. The black site there. And that was another sleeper cell location. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, I read the Sleeping Giant note. Talked about sleeper agents. 1 second. Let me go... I want to check that bus again real quick. Because clearly from that second note, the kid was on the bus when it crashed. I'm wondering if I just missed the note. It does seem like it would be odd for the Chinese to put their intelligence notes in English, but you never know. So yeah, I could see this being something where the American government is trying to create a bunch of sleeper agents. The kids find out and decide to revolt entirely and go full commie. Let's see. I'll see if I can fast travel back to the camp after this. The children must be saved. Okay, let's see. Oh! Okay. Yeah. There's a couple notes there. Any more notes than those two? I just want to see what I can find before I go full tilt. Yeah, there's another one. Ben's Diary Entry 1. Okay. Yeah, okay. Ben's Diary Entry 1. Camp Diary, October 23rd, 2077, Saturday. Dear Diary, today I'm going over to the Shenandoah National Park with my fellow Pioneer Scouts for a weekend camping trip. Normally we only get to see Camp Liberty during the summer, so I'm excited to see what it looks like when the leaves are changing. Mom says that the camp is for survival training. She says I can try archery or orienteering, whatever that is, and hunt real animals with a real gun. Our scout leader, Mr. Mitchell, is currently driving us to camp. He says that if we're lucky, we can meet the camp counselors when we arrive. I'm not sure how Mr. Mitchell will deal with all of us by himself. He has already shouted at Thomas twice for distracting him while he drives. I'll write more tonight. I can't wait to see what the trip has in store for us. Okay. What is that, by the way? Oh, just a backpack. I thought it looked like some sort of like set of coveralls. Okay. Birthday letter from Mom and Dad. Let's check here. Happy birthday, my gorgeous Thomas. Okay, so Tommy was having a 12th birthday. I hope you have an amazing 12th birthday with your friends at camp and doing all sorts of exciting and educational activities. I know it's not exactly what you wanted to do, but your dad means well, sweetheart. He really is trying to adjust his best to adjust after the divorce. When you come back home, Harry and I will take you to your favorite ice cream parlor, and you can finally open all these presents piled up at your dad's house. Harry, I love you so much. Have a super fun time and a lovely birthday. I can't wait to see you. Love, Mom and Stepdad Harry. Ooh. Birthday letter from Dad. Well, at least he's got... You know, it's one of those things where it's like, divorce is always awful, but at the very least, it seems like his stepdad was involved, at least. So, happy birthday, sport. I know it was last week. It was my weekend to have you, but a couple of guys wanted to go to Atlantic City, and I just couldn't pass up on that. Oh, man. That's depressing. I do kind of want to look for his dad now in Atlantic City. It sure is lucky your scout group has a special weekend trip. Thought we only got to send you off during the summer. Hopefully a good sign for how I do at the casinos, right? I know you'll enjoy camp more than hanging out with your old man. I promise that when I hit the jackpot, you'll get the best toy a 10-year-old could want. From Dad, P.S. Your mom and Harry will pick you up when it's over. My God. Okay. So Tommy was unsurprisingly acting up after getting that kind of letter and being sent off on his birthday to go to a scout camp he didn't want to go to. While his dad went gambling with his birthday money to go win him a better gift. God, that's depressing. Oh my God. I mean, obviously it's not depressing as things like this mass burial pit, but like... Jesus. Okay. Hold up. I want to see if there's any notes around this thing. Not I've seen that there are notes all over the place here. Raiders. So it looks like it's probably the case that these are the camp residents burning attackers' bodies. Fallout magic. Yeah. Oh, God. Seriously, though. Okay. Let's do some more investigating. Are you all already back? That is a fast respawn time. Okay. Nothing there. Yeah, before I do any sort of lore videos on these locations, I will definitely have to investigate them as thoroughly as possible. Because I'm just kind of running through them right now. Obviously, having missed that stuff on that bus before. Okay. Oop. Oh, okay, we got a couple... Nope, propaganda flyers. And I've seen these things like a dozen times before. 100 times before, probably. From the Liberators. Okay, no, we can't use the terminal? Okay. I did! I thought I looked at it. Oh. Is that the commander again? No, they just picked up their boss's minigun. Is it gonna be? It's hopefully gonna be a new. So assuming that I picked it up. Operation Sleeping Giant. Let's see. Is there something here? Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I think I get it. So they were just testing the effects of the communist brainwashing, and it turns out, yes, it did work quite well. I think it created a camp full of communists. Basically just as a way to test what it would do. And instead of doing brainwashing that would actually support them, they decided to do it the other way around. I guess they were getting enough of the brainwashing into the American way of life when they were at school and stuff like that, so... Oh, getting that lovely audio glitch from the minigun that just keeps going off. Okay, Pioneer Treasure Hunt start. This is what you're talking about. A call for adventure. Discovery is one of the 5 main principles of the Pioneer Scouts. In the spirit of the principle, the Scout leaders have created a treasure hunt. Complete the riddle below to claim your prize. Beyond vast falling waters and a lofty tower up high lies a stream near a bog, which catches one's eye. Follow me down past swampy trails I endorse to the source's route, where liquid tails course. That was a weirdly worded sentence. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Explore within where secrets disguise to uncover the truth in your well-deserved prize. Okay, so beyond vast falling water and a lofty tower Up high lies a stream near a bog that catches one's eye. Okay, we will definitely take a look at that here in just a minute. I just want to finish looking at this camp real quick, which I think we've actually done about half of it so far. Recipe. I think I know all the recipes you can find like that now. Got a cage. Okay. Weird. I've never seen one like that before, where you unlock the padlock. Anyway, okay. It's nuts that they were actually turning kids into communists just to test how well the communist brainwashing was working. Keep it quiet within the camp. Welcome, pioneers. Who's shooting? A pioneer is loyal, trustworthy, brave, and obedient. Knowledge coming in from the screen. Well, obedient is part of the Scout Oath in the real world. Or was back when I became an Eagle Scout. See, trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Let's see. Okay, I think it's... I was hoping for like a full video that would play, but I don't think we're going to get that. The motto is be prepared, but there's other things as well. Okay. Any... Stony Man look at assault, we've already read that. And camp recruitment drive. What on earth? It's like an internment camp set up inside the basketball court here. Final words. I will not die a slave. I won't become another of your puppets. You won't pull the strings on me. Okay, it looks like this park ranger took their own life. Jeez Louise. So they were recruiting by grabbing more people and turning more of them into communists with the same brainwashing that had turned them into communists in the first place. Just another truly great testament to the power of the American government and their competence within the Fallout universe. Let's see if we can get up here real quick. I have done these little obstacle courses. The one before I got Marsupial, the ones that exist right up... Where is it? Somewhere up here. That's actually when I started keeping a log of notes and stuff like that, because I found a dead body at the top of that thing that had a note on it. And I was like, I want to know if I can find these people's names anywhere else. I never did, but it's how I have a catalog of most of the notes in vanilla Fallout 76. There's a searchable catalog within an Excel file. Okay, let's see. Don't feed the bears. The Eliminator. That feels like it's a reference to The Simpsons. I can't remember if that's the name that they use at the military academy that Lisa and Bart attend during that one episode, but okay. We just have the main building and these outhouses, I think. And they are not openable. And I don't think I checked out the little workshop down here yet. Once we do that... Yeah, no, I did check that out. I remember that copper scrap line there. Okay. Main building. Okay, either they added this after the fact, or the people dropping their kids off here were completely irresponsible. Or were intending for their kids to become communists. What is happening? Found the basement. I found the basement of the motel. What the... Why is she not dressed? Right, bust in, I guess. But that assumes that the scout leaders were on board with this too. Okay, nothing there. Can we... Nope. Oh. That's a document detailing a super mutant? I can't tell with the movement if that's real writing or not. Or if it's just squiggles. It's difficult to read cursive when the, the view is bobbing. Okay, Operation Sleeping Giant. The following is an overview, social experiment approved by the DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, to be set into action sometime between 2076 and 2077. Goal, prove the effectiveness of communist brainwashing in an attempt to counteract its deployment against our citizens. Subjects, child-aged campers at a summer camp within the greater Washington, D.C. area. Method, augmented film aimed to send the viewer into a highly suggestible state, among other less proven methods. Conditioning time period, different sample groups ranging from 5 to 50 years, most within 20 years. Staff, mixture of government actors and genuine communist sympathizing youth from the local area. Memory conditioning, before leaving the camp, the subjects would be put back into a highly suggestible state and fed fake stories about what they did at the camp during their time away. Evidence conditioning. Biv? I thought I saw a beverage. I saw a robo-brain in there. Evidence conditioning. Subjects will be conditioned to ignore the evidence that could implant the idea that they've been brainwashed. This includes treating contradictory information as though it doesn't exist. Manual enforcement of this conditioning can be triggered with the phrase, "Let sleeping giants lie." Activation conditioning. The subjects will be conditioned to reactivate to their camp-conditioned state using the phrase, "The sleeping giant awakes to find an unhappy world." Exit procedures. Reversal of the effects of the brainwashing are to be determined sometime after the final batch of subjects have departed the camp, assuming additional department funding can be secured. So they're doing all this without any knowledge of whether or not they can fix it. Has the bev skin. I'll take a look at that. But right before we do the final treasure hunt thing. Radio broadcast. Automated broadcast of activation phrase. They did it in 2103. It failed before then. Oh, okay. So the students... I'm willing to bet some of the students... They got some of the campers that were here, but they sent the broadcast out over the radio, and now they've activated a bunch of sleeper agents that are coming back home. Okay, re-education program. Comrades, to help build an army, we need as many recruits as we can possibly take. The council have suggested doing a re-education program. The re-education program will consist of capturing capitalist Americans and putting them in holding cells back at camp. Over the course of a couple of days, we'll use our educational video along with other methods to show them the truth. Ones who are receptive to the video will, as well as our other means, will join our ranks as brothers and sisters under the cause. The ones who fail will be terminated. Okay, storm. In the wake of the unprecedented storm, the camp has sustained substantial damage. Notably, the storm has resulted in the destruction of segments of our camp's protective wall, along with severe damage to the bunkhouse and several other buildings. At the current time, a significant portion, if not all of our members, have been relocated temporarily to the wild camping zone while repair efforts are underway. These restoration endeavors, however, are proving to be time-intensive. Interesting. So there are more of these kids. Just not here. This unforeseen setback has necessitated a shift in our priorities, with a focus of the camp taking precedence over our previously established objectives. Our ongoing strategy involves close monitoring of the storm's developments, as well as a commitment to enhancing the camp's structures to ensure their resilience in the face of future weather events of a similar magnitude. Okay. Right, so let's see. I think... Is there an upstairs here? No, it's just high ceiling. Anything else in here, though? Any sort of notes, holotapes, anything like that? Looks like they got an interrogation chair going on here. I always pick up military ammo bags because they're full of ballistic fiber, even if I don't need to anymore. Okay. Thanks, Acorn Electric. Sorry, Acorn Electron. Appreciate that. Okay, so this is the This is the broadcasting tower. I wonder if this was damaged in the storm or not. Because it's now 2105. So... I want to take... I assume this is what they're using for power. I want to take one more look at that terminal real quick. Also, there's anything here? Nothing here. Okay, I just want to see if the the dates on that radio broadcast again real quick and see if I missed something. Radio broadcast. Okay, so they are attempting again in 2110. I wonder why... What is this pattern? 5 years, 3 years, 3 years, 7 years, 3 years, 7 years, 10 years, 7 years. That... I don't know what that's all about. Okay. So I think that has pretty well covered this camp. We didn't check the little island over there. We'll do that real quick, then we'll go see if that was actually Bevy Ridge. Or a copy of... Ooh, what's this? Campfire Tale. Lady of the Lake. In the very heart of Shenandoah, nestled beside an old lake, exists a camp steeped in legend. This place, once a sanctuary of joyful memories, now harbors countless tales of sorrow and regret. None more heartbreaking than the story of Amelia Huntsman, a name when spoken evokes a dread into the most seasoned camper. Amelia, or the Lady of the Lake as she is better known, arrived at the cursed campsite many years ago. Her innocent smile and innocent nature was a facade concealing her true motive. Amelia attempted to strike a Faustian bargain with an uncontrollable power which as always remains trapped in the very hallowed grounds. This would ultimately seal her fate. Okay. Huh. Well, that's creepy. Anything more about that? Is there going to be a Lady of the Lake over here? Oh, okay. So you're saying it was Bev and then potentially patched out. Let's see. That would be very strange. Bevy Ridge is easily one of my favorite characters in Fallout 76, especially pre-Wastelanders characters. I wonder if this is supposed to be the treasure. I'm hoping not. Will it count? Oh, sorry. I will sit up higher. My room is a little messy right now, so I will simply sit up higher, and I will try to stop slouching so much. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to the Slumber Mill Motel. Okay. Let's check out the basements here, see if it's Bevy Ridge.
Approach and identify yourself.
Yeah. Everyone loves Bevy Ridge. Ooh. Seriously, back when there were no NPCs in the game, it was, and by no NPCs I mean no human NPCs or ghouls or anything like that. There was just the mayor of Grafton, and then they added Bevy Ridge. It is Bevy Ridge. What the hell? What are you doing down here, man? Okay. Huh. I want to go check that out real quick before we'll do the scavenger hunt thing here in just a second. Yeah, I've played since the beta too. Let's see. Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. Not sure why, but I found this the other day and I apparently have it on my desk. I got my septum from my collector's edition copy of Oblivion here on my desk right now. Let's see. Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. Let's see. Is he not here? No, he's here.
I'm not too shy to say I'm positively pleased to see you.
Glad to see you too. Okay. Let's see. Okay, oh, I probably left it. No, here it is. Okay. Beyond vast falling waters and a lofty tower up high lies a stream near a bog which catches one's eye. Falling water, obviously a waterfall, and a lofty tower up high. I'm assuming this is going to be within Skyline Valley, and I'm thinking somewhere like this? 3 ponds. I feel like it's got to be somewhere over here. Let's go check out... I don't think I've actually been to Grindstone Arch. Let's go to High Knob Tower. Okay. I'm glad you all found my videos. If you weren't here at the very beginning, I announced that I've got the next one coming up on Monday. It's a remake of my Point Pleasant video, first released in September of 2019, updated to my current style, in terms of the order of events and all that, like in terms of Fallout lore comes before real-world story. Along with that, I have done more research into the area, and the area has actually changed, both in-game and in the real world, since my first video. Am I going the right direction? Just kind of, I think. Bit of a trek with multiple stops. Yeah, I'm willing to bet so. I think there are 4 steps to it, so it makes sense that, or four things that were noted. Who's growing a potato out here? This is one of those things where when you find stuff like this, you always gotta wonder. It's like, was this intentionally put here, or did a dev just accidentally drop it in a spot? Thought I was... Okay, need to go more west. What was I going to say? So yeah, I'm not going to talk about the changes in the real world, because I'll talk about one change in the real world, which is Point Pleasant has lost a little bit of population since 2019. Other than that... Oh, the town of Henderson, formerly the town of Henderson, south of the Kanawha from... And I'm going to check on the pronunciation of Kanawha, because I never know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. South of Point Pleasant, just across the river, has disincorporated as of a couple of years ago, so it no longer exists. Of course, I didn't talk about Henderson in my last video, so... But... And so, again, it's not going to be something that takes part of the video. Oh, Thrashers. Oh, also, in the past I talked about how beneath the destroyed Silver Bridge there was a Christmas tree, which I believe to be a reference to the fact that the Silver Bridge fell December 15th, 1967 during rush hour traffic. Basically, it was at Christmas time, though. I thought that the Christmas tree was there as a reference to that. Apparently that tree has now been removed from the game. I don't know if that's just in general, and I meant to check last time to see if there was any sort of, like, if it's a seasonal thing or if it's only there during the Christmas season. Of course, last time I recorded it, it was in September, so that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I really enjoy learning about this stuff. I have learned a lot about West Virginia myself since starting to do this stuff. Massachusetts, too. I grew up in Texas. Still live here now. So we have a Texas history thing and we have a national history thing, but like obviously in the national history we don't go into the history of individual states or regions. So there's just a lot of stuff that I missed. So it's interesting to really learn about this stuff. Okay, so jeez Louise, did the super mutants build this? If so, this is like a new level of intelligence on their part. Like, they built a water wheel. Okay. Let's check that and take a look at that note again. Oh no, it's missing, so it's got to be in my notes now. Okay. What is the name of this note? Let's see, is it... It's not campfire tale. Oh, man. This is the problem, too, when you have too many notes. Maybe scout something. Good lord. I got plans. Okay. No, none on the scouting thing. Is it something treasure? No. Maybe a scavenger? Got scavenger's journal. I think that's from the foundry, if I remember correctly. Just want to check that real quick. Yep. God. I don't even know what I see. There's some of these things are in here. Oh man. Are you in over in Europe, Acorn? No, I've got a couple folks that watch from the UK and this one who watches from Germany. Let's see. Oh Lord. I do not know what this is called. Hold up one second. Let me check my own stream here. Back it up slightly and see if I can find what it's called. Pioneer treasure hunt. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, Pioneer treasure hunt start. Still in Michigan. Pioneer treasure hunt. There we go. Okay. Beyond falling water and a lofty high tower high lies a stream near a bog that catches one's eye. Okay. Stream near a bog. I feel like you all talked about this last time. Let's see. Lofty tower high. Stream. I saw a bog right there. Well, that's at least how it's indicated. Let me look at the other notes real quick. Follow me down past swampy trails. I endorse to the routes source where liquid tails course. Climb over my mouth. I'm gonna head up towards the three ponds because it said something about source. Let's just see. This would be nuts if they were actually sending their scouts out this far. I don't know how they would have done this, given that they were being brainwashed and then given stories about what they could have been doing. I assume this has to be something that's been left there by the communists, but I don't know. Or maybe this was something left over from before the camp became a communist indoctrination camp. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. Oh. Thrashers. I would have to question why the Thrashers haven't made their way north into the rest of Appalachia, but Okay. Oh, is that a Wendigo? Ugh. Wendigos are so creepy. What do we have here? A dead hiker. Okay. Okay, yeah, nothing really to see here. Alright. Let's take a look at that note. Is the water flowing backwards here? Not sure that they meant that to be the case. Okay, let's take a look at the... Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. Beyond vast falling waters and a lofty tower up high lies a stream near a bog which catches one's eye. Hold up. Hold on. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Their mouth? I'm probably in completely the wrong spot here. Although perhaps... Does this go any further up? Yeah, if you've got some insights to provide, Chris, I'd appreciate that, because I'm assuming I'm in the right spot, but I may well not be. God, I love being able to jump this high. Stony Man Lookout. They did talk about Stony Man Lookout a couple times. Okay. So I was in completely the wrong spot. Okay. Let's go up this way. Oh, it's still interesting to see that stuff, though. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Now, is there a waterfall here that this is talking about? Because at least the way I took it was that there would be a waterfall. And, oh wait, hold up. We got a fallen tree. Is this supposed to be where I'm going here? This doesn't look right. Pretty sure I've been in here. I think that the black screen that's supposed to be covering this is not here. Let's see. One last time to look at this. Beyond vast falling waters and a lofty tower up high lies a stream near a bog which catches one's eye. A stream near a bog. I assume that maybe this... I don't know. Then it talks about there being a source, which would seem in this case to be this cave, unless I'm misreading the map here. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Climb over the mouth. Oop. You're saying it's a clue to get to Stony Man Lookout, which I believe is over here. Okay. Yeah, this is a bog. Or I think it would be one if there's some water. We'll see. Oh. Stingwings. Yeah, hot and cold meter would be great. Okay. There's a stream near a bog that catches one's eye. So you're saying that first one leads to Stony Man Lookout. If I'm assuming, if I'm reading what you're saying there correctly, that clue leads us here. And then you're supposed to follow the path. Okay. Follow me down. Stony Man Lookout was the target of the communists for them to start expanding their reach. Interesting. I don't know if I missed this before, but... Sorry, this is a little distracting. This is a very interesting looking truck here. Is this supposed to be an actual vehicle? Hey, Jim Jam, the daft one. Good to see ya. Yeah, follow me down. Past swampy trails I endorse to the source's route where liquid tails course. So these are the paths. Sorry, the trails, swampy trails. And it's as though the river is the one riding this, I assume. Swampy trails I endorse to the source's route where liquid tails course. So I'm heading down towards Hemlock Springs Dump. Ooh. I know I've seen that before, but I don't know if the lighting's different this time. Sorry, one second. Oh. What is with the lighting right now? This does not look like it normally does around here. Sorry, one second. Or maybe I'm just imagining this to be similar to the mire, which is always yellow. But that's why it's looking off to me. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Follow me down past swampy trails I endorse to the source's route where liquid tails course. Climb over my mouth. Let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Explore within. Is this just leading me to that cave? Right there? Is this leading me to Shining Creek Cavern? The source's route, which I endorse. Is this the route that we're talking about? The edge of the map, away from the storm. Okay, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Sridwin Ann. If you've been there, then good to see you again. Well, I mean, like, welcome now, because I see you here, but... Let's see. That is your next stop. Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah. Well, no, because it said the route that it endorses. And when I was up at the entrance to Shining Creek Cavern, I noticed that it had a dead tree next to it, and it says, what was it again? Yeah, explore within, where secrets disguise, to uncover the truth and your well-deserved prize. Okay. Where are the 3 large rocks, though? Huh. There's the fallen tree. I don't know. Oh, good. This place is very interesting because it's got this growth in here that's clearly from the deep, but then there's also this stuff here that we haven't really seen before. Oh. Only just done number 2, huh? Oh, jeez. Well, knowing that this was from the Pioneer Scouts and potentially Communist Pioneer Scouts, it might be something different than just cash. Climb over my mouth. Okay, so I need to go above it. I think that's what you were saying. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Should be outside, yes. Okay. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Let's climb over the mouth. Let your eyes see... I'm over the mouth now. Unless it wants me to go further up. Three large rocks and a husk of a tree? Maybe you have to go further up over the mouth? Let's take a look at more of it. Explore within where secrets disguise to uncover the truth in your well-deserved prize. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. I'm over the mouth here. Where are the 3 large rocks? Is that something? No, I think that's just a cliffside. Let's head back down slightly. See, this is what threw me here, was there's definitely a dead husk of a tree right here. I mean, sometimes you get alien blasters, other times not so much. Is that 3 large rocks? No. Is it maybe something up here at this little site? I doubt it. Map again. Research Station Bavaria. I am just north of Research Site Bavaria. And by just north, I mean like literally on the northern edge of it. To the south of Shining Creek Cavern. Yes, please advice. It's one of those things that I'm not sure what I'm... like, it says 3 large rocks and a husk of a tree. But there are a lot of husks of trees. There are a lot of rocks. Some of them quite large. Not sure I see. Really wants you to follow that river. Wait, so... we're following it down again? Okay. I thought we were following it up to the cave. Go north from the cave, okay. 3 large rocks and a husk of a tree. Gonna keep... it said climb over my mouth. Wouldn't that have been up there? North from the cave, follow the river, okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay on between the stream and live. Mouth of the river. Okay. So we're talking up that way. Just south of Johnson's Acre, I guess. If that's what it's still called. I actually don't know. Is that still what it's called? Yes. Old Hunter's Cabin. Taken over first by raiders, I believe, who were then killed off by the Scorching. So then taken over by the Scorched. And now finally taken over by Mothman cultists. I hear Lost. Oh. Those guys keep talking so long after they're dead, I always assume that there's still more alive. Alright, starting to see some large rocks. Yeah. It is fun to launch the corpses at Johnson's Acre. Climb over my mouth. I'm gonna assume that this is the mouth. Oh, being followed by thrashers. Poisonous rad toad. Okay, climb over here, my mouth, and let your eyes see. 3 large rocks and a husk of a tree. Is that 3 large rocks and a husk of a tree? Right there. Okay. Oh. That's it. Okay. Plan for a totem pole ornament and a pioneer treasure hunt end note. I got a rad toad coming for me. Let's see. Well done. Great work. You are clearly quite wise. You have solved my riddle and rightfully earned your prize. Just like Jefferson and Lewis, who went into the unknown. What? You have ended this journey with a story wholly your own. With a keen eye for adventure and some bravery in tow, you embody the spirit of the pioneers, and ever upward you'll go. Yeah, thank you. Let me use that plan. But Jefferson and Lewis, was that? It was Lewis and Clark. Jefferson sent Lewis and Clark into the wilderness, but Jefferson didn't do the exploring. I mean, if you're looking for an explorer among the founding fathers, you go with Washington. Washington surveyed a huge amount of Western Virginia. The other day I was reading about the town of Ravenswood, which is a great name for a town, by the way. Little town on the Ohio, just to the northeast of Point Pleasant. It's like really the type of town, like name you need for a town if you're creating like a story of eldritch horror. The land on which Ravenswood is founded was surveyed by George Washington. And I believe that, like, I could be wrong, but I know that Washington camped on the Kanawha, not far from Point Pleasant. And then I know along with that I read somewhere, and I don't know, Jefferson and Lewis Clark. Yeah, I would think so, but it's weird that they would say Jefferson and Lewis rather than Jefferson, Lewis, and Clark if they're going to say Jefferson and Lewis. Anyway, let's see about putting in this totem pole. No. Did I... Oh, it's a mini totem pole? Oh, that's disappointing. Man. Oh. I was expecting something like real sized. Yeah, this is my eclectic decoration here at the front of my house here. Yeah, it's an ornament. He's right. What were the other new things that I got? I thought there was a... Oh yeah, this... I got this Shenandoah National Park sign I could put up here. No, yeah. I would imagine that would be the case, that basically you're getting that. Okay. Cassidy's favorite painting. I have no idea what this is from. I like the look of it, though. It looks like the French Quarter. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay, who is shooting my house? Shooting up my beehives. And let's see. What else did I have that was new? What's this in a jar? Severed lost hand. Oh, right. Like the one that I used to open the door to Vault 63. Let's put that in here, too. That's perfect for Halloween. Oh, yeah. Cassidy. That makes sense. Let's see. What else was there? Sorry. The fact that there's a plan to build a broken toilet is just hilarious. Like... Alright, get the materials together. We're going to make this thing look awful. I think I have an actual proper toilet in here. Yeah. Alright, I think that we're going to end the stream there this week. Let's see, what else is there left to explore in Shenandoah? I think that's everything. I think that we went everywhere last time. Maybe, did we go to Old Rag Lookout? Let's go to that real quick, and then we'll call it an end there. Again, before we close everything out, again, the Point Pleasant video should be out on Monday. I'm going to put up a new poll on the Discord as to what the next video should be after that. Wet wing. And so we'll see what the next video is after that. Basically, again, I'm gonna see whatever that poll generates by Monday, and that's the video that I'm gonna do. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that there's a town called Wetwang. I mean, there are so many weird place names. Some of them, which you can't even say in polite society. What is this? Ah, right. The Mothman Cult event is going on right now, by the way, which is good. It'll help me film some extra things that I might need for my video on Point Pleasant. I'm going to do a separate video covering the Mothman Cult specifically. So, I'm not going to be covering everything Mothman Cult related when it comes to Point Pleasant. Because it wouldn't be right to... Okay, no, we have been here. This is the site that is a combination Settlers of Foundation, Raiders of the Crater Camp, where they kind of bunked down here together during the worst of the storm. So, okay. Alright, so, yeah. Again, we're going to call it quits here. So again, Point Pleasant video Monday. Going to put the poll up on the Discord. Vote for what you want the next video to be. I will say that I am definitely looking to do a Starfield lore video. I won't probably make it the next one, but I'll probably make it so Point Pleasant, another Fallout, then probably Starfield, because I haven't done a Starfield one in a while. So I definitely want to do that. Blue Caravan is the leader ball. Okay. So again, if you're interested in picking what the next video is going to be, I'm going to put that poll up basically 5 minutes after I close things out here. And by Monday, when the video launches, then I'll start on the next video, and it'll be whatever it is that's the top of that poll. So, I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I will see you all next Friday. And again, look for the video on Monday. So, have a great weekend, y'all. It's been great hanging out with y'all.